All right, folks. So we're about to get started, but you're probably thinking, what do I need to actually start before I even begin to dance? So for me, there's definitely three primary things that you want to make sure that you have. One is a very open space where you can move around freely without worrying about running into anything. Even though house is a club dance where you might be dancing in tightly packed groups of people, for your practice purposes, having more space is going to let you release yourself mentally so you don't have to worry about running into anything. Some of the moves you're also moving a lot, side to side, front to back, up to down. So having space is going to really help you practice to your full potential. Right? You also want to stretch a little bit before you start any of these moves because they require a lot of dexterity, and any flexibility you have is going to only help the maximum range you can execute these moves. Okay. Second thing is you want to have some time to put into these basics. A lot of these videos are maybe 4 to 5 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer. That's not enough time to really understand or master any of these moves. So you have to put in the time to come back to them. You have to practice moves that you've done maybe tens of dozens of times, hundreds of times, thousands of times. You want to do them until you can't do them and make a mistake, right? That's when you really understand the steps. And then you get to modify them. So the journey is always moving forward, all right? The third thing is you want to have some music to listen to because there would be no dance without house music. I am actually giving you a small list of musicians, DJs, producers that I am privileged to know and follow. So you can look up some of these DJs and find their music and find what you like, because the music that you listen to is going to impact how you dance. If you're listening to music that you don't like, you're not going to want to dance to it. So you have to do some work on your own to go and find the music that you like, and that's going to help open up doors to finding music that you didn't even know was there, right? So it's always a constant journey as far as finding the music, and it's also going to keep you moving forward on your journey to get better at the dance and better understand it, all right? And then moving forward, and I'll address this later, think of how you're going to use what you learned. This handbook is a beginner handbook as an entry point into House the Dance, which by itself is an entry point into House the Culture. So you want to think, how am I going to make use of these moves outside of my bedroom or outside of my living room or outside of my backyard? How am I going to go and meet people and exchange with them? You don't have to be perfect at any of these moves to go and exchange energy with somebody else through dance. You can show them what you know, they'll show you what they know, and you're going to learn no matter what if you keep an open mind. So think of, if you finish any part of it, what are you going to do next to really enhance your understanding of house the culture? All right, keep that in mind.